I've got a zebra right. I'm not got with. This is my real
Let's talk about facts.
If you want to have intellectual discussions.
Spiritually oriented, a beautiful farm.
Who you are beyond the personality.
I'm a human being, same as you.
Be who you are.
But to answer your question,
What is really going on? And let's get into this.
And what is happening in Wirgo? What is? And welcome to the wonderful world of Wirgo, the place where we get asked what is really going on. Now, what my wife has suggested is I make these videos a little bit shorter. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I got a big mouth. So in today's episode, what we're going to do is take a look at some of my wife's TikToks she put together. Now, what she does is she gets some TikToks that she knows I'm not going to understand, or is going to have some sort of like maybe even some comical value is what she said she put into some of these, but I don't know what I'm going to be up against. I'm going to be looking at only a few, 3 or 4 of them, hopefully don't waffle on too much. If you could do us a favor, guys, if you could hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff, but really what I'm looking for are comments. Now, we're having some comments out there. Thank you very much for the guys who are commenting. I say guys, and that's normally taken as a male term, isn't it? Well, those individuals who are commenting, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and I'd appreciate a lot more from others. So please, if you can, guys, comment. Now, without further ado, let's get into these TikToks and see what is on the agenda today.
Andrew Tate has lost his legal
Andrew Tate, straight off the bat.
bid to end his detention in Romania. But what is Tate actually accused of?
Do you know, I actually don't know that. If anybody can let us know, they might tell us here, but if you know more about this, let me know. I've been trying to rack my brains to find out what it is they have been accused of. It doesn't seem like anything so far, and the crazy thing is they've been held in jail without being actually accused of anything, as far as I'm aware, and certainly nothing has come to any fruition for all the people have said it was because of this or that that I've heard so far. So maybe they've got some insight here. Let's have a look.
Tate and his brother were arrested along with 2 other suspects on the 29th of December in Bucharest. They're accused of rape, human trafficking and organised crime to exploit a group of at least 6 women. Romanian officials say the Tate brothers lured their victims by claiming they wanted a relationship. The arrest warrant also includes a separate allegation of rape, though it's not clear who is accused of the crime.
Now, I'm a huge Andrew Tate sort of... I can't think of the word to say. Right, I like Andrew Tate and what he does, but I also think he could do it better. What I'm saying is, I see what he's doing. I can see the character. I can see all the satire and everything else that he does to grip his audience, just like everyone else does. He's got his own style. Now, I keep thinking to myself, is that the only way you could do Andrew? I'm sure he's just learning from his mistakes, definitely. But there's things as crazy as having burlesque, stripping drag queens in front of children, and that's A-okay. But Andrew talks about, how he feels that see, the thing is with misogyny is not many people can tell me what the opposite misogyny is. I won't say it yet. I'm going to see how many people know. Write in the comments, what the opposite of misogyny is. A woman that hates men, which pretty much all of them so far meant. That's a joke, by the way. Of course not all of them. My wife is a woman. She loves men. There's lots of women that love men. You shouldn't really be using the words women and men when talking about this stuff. And that's why these guys are getting it all wrong. If Andrew was a lot smarter, if he spoke to me, he would be able to improve the way in which he perceives certain things and talks about certain things. So he's saying almost exactly the same thing, but he wouldn't be able to get in trouble. It's when people start using terminology concepts such as man and woman, because it's such a broad statement that when you make it, you no longer, you're including everybody in a generalized term, and realistically, some of how they know this it's like it's generalized for their perception. It's not actual general public that you can, like if you said women are really vengeful, whorish beings. Well, every single woman? or just the women you've been in contact with. You know, who knows? But my point to a lot of the stuff for Andrew Tate is, I'm not saying he didn't grape or do this trafficking or anything like that. I'm just saying, isn't this man like a millionaire or multi-millionaire or something? I don't see him having difficulty having sex with individuals. There seems to be lots and lots of individuals, the women that will just, yes, take me out, I'll have your money and everything, fine. It seems like trumped up charges, but I don't know. Let's see what this lovely lady has to say about all this.
The 4 suspects have been under investigation since April, and all 4 deny the charges. A spokesman for the
No, they went in and said, I did it.
pair said they couldn't comment on the arrest, but added that the Tate brothers have the utmost respect for the Romanian authorities and will assist them in any way they can.
I mean, it doesn't appear to be that they're guilty. That doesn't mean they're not. I would like it if they weren't, although at the same time, if they weren't and they've been held this long, I mean, it tells you a big something, doesn't it? And why do the Romanians care about this? They don't normally give 2 hoots about this, and you could pay them off normally. That's why Andrew went out there. So it tells me something bigger is going on. Now, that doesn't mean it is. It's just assumptions, isn't it? Tik-Tok. Right, what we got next?
I don't respect women who are sexually liberated out of...
I like it when people say women who are, because then they're like I said, they're specifically saying which women they're talking about. So
trauma.
But you'll respect the man that causes the trauma, right?
No, why are you assuming? Oh, here we go. Fallacious thinking, guys. Please learn how to critically think and speak. This is. Wait, let's just see where she goes.
A man's needs. It's incredible to me how so many men that have these opinions think that they're spewing this vast amount of knowledge on women when they actually know nothing about what they're talking about.
Says who? Who you? How do you know they don't know anything? Do you get what I mean? That guy was giving his personal opinion about how he felt. That's what it seemed like. He said, let's go back. Let's see what he actually said again. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to go back. Here we go.
I don't respect women who are sexually liberated out of trauma.
But
there you go. He was saying what he feels. And now, because he's told the world how he feels, this lady thinks she can just come in and say everything else. It's like, what do they call it? It's a straw man. It's like she's building another argument. It's not his argument. And then going off. Let's see where she goes. So come on, let her get to her.
You'll respect the man that causes the trauma, right?
No.
A man's needs. It's
No.
incredible to me how so many men that have these opinions think that they're spewing this vast amount of knowledge on women.
I have this opinion, but I don't think what you're thinking.
Women when they actually know nothing about what they're talking about. Talk to women that have been sexually assaulted and ask them what one of the symptoms is during recovery. Hypersexualization is huge. In my own experience, the way that my brain was functioning was like, well, one of the worst things that could ever pop.
The problem is I don't know any women that have been sexually assaulted by men. I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone. 42 I am. Don't know anybody. And those who are, they've just never told us. So I've gone through my entire life. I'm not saying these ladies do not exist, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, how can I talk to somebody when it's such a rare case? In my subjective reality it is anyway. Maybe you're not in yours. Maybe you've come around like loads of women. Didn't I say something about the people you're hanging around with? And I don't know.
Possibly.
If I'm wrong, guys, put it down. This is a learning experience and trying to figure this stuff out.
Happen to me as a woman has already happened. So like, what's the worst that can happen if I test my limit? My body is where my worth is. Clearly that's all I'm worth, so why not try and use it? The shit that I did during that time period is so shameful and traumatizing, and a lot of it will probably go to the grave with me. And
so there you go. This lady is allowed to have her subjective opinions of things, but doesn't like it someone else is. This is all trauma, guys. Illness. I don't judge this lady. Is she a lady? I don't know. Or the gentleman who said the stuff before. These are their subjective opinions that they're giving. The only difference is that the gentleman was given just his opinion, but she was given her opinion and also giving an opinion for the gentleman. Did you see that? She was telling him, I bet you... Why? Why are you trying to put an ego onto this other gentleman? Just worry about your own ego. Never mind putting egos onto other people. And majority of people who are very unwell do this.
Deepens the wound. So many women go down that path because so many men are pushing them there.
What do you mean, so many? See the subjective term, so many compared to what? Why can't you just say how many women? Because you're dramatizing this. No, it's not women that do this, guys. It's feminine individuals that do this. And there are plenty of men who are feminine. Feminine individuals do this kind of thing all the time. It's a form of narcissism.
Worry about those dirtbags. Your buddies. Using logic might be nice.
Why? Can he just worry about anybody he chooses to? Why are you telling him? Oh, it's because you're a feminine person. TikTok. Okay, what's next?
No. Why didn't you get it? What if you catch COVID?
Oh, it's the jab. Why didn't you get the jab? This is skip. Let's see what's that.
The vaccine doesn't stop you from catching COVID. Why are you being so selfish? What if you catch it and give it to me? But you've been vaccinated. Yeah, but you can still give it to me. Well, what's the vaccine for then? It'll stop you from getting really sick and dying if you catch it. So if I catch it and give it to you, but you've already had the vaccine, it'll still stop you from getting really sick and dying. Exactly. That's why you should get it. That's why I should get it. But you got it already. But if you catch it, you could get sick and die. So by not getting the vaccine, the only person I'm putting at risk is myself of getting sick and dying? No, you're putting me at risk. Did you already get the vaccine?
I've actually been in this conversation. This is relating to me. I've actually been in this conversation. And it doesn't make any sense. And the other person, all they do is get angry at you. Because they can't force you to do what they want you to do. It's like they're trying to force their morals and stuff on you. It's people say the same thing with wearing a seatbelt. Do you know what I mean? We're going down another time. But like, I'm getting what this lady's saying. I'm understanding it. I mean, this makes sense to us. If I don't want to take the vaccine, surely the only one at risk is me. Who else is at risk? If someone can help me with that and put down, if I don't take the vax, who else is at risk other than just myself?
You won't get sick and die, even if I give it to you. But you could give it to someone who can't be vaccinated. But so could someone who's been vaccinated, because the vaccine doesn't stop you from getting COVID.
Sorry about the sound there, guys. It was off TikTok, not me. So, but all valid points that I don't understand yet. You know, why people can't critically think like this. Unless, of course, I'm getting something mistaken, which I'm happy to learn about if you want to explain it to me. Right, let's go. TikTok, come on.
Now, should you ever tell a child they're fat?
Well, last week...
Should you ever tell a child they're fat? They're not using obese words. All right, this is this morning, so they're using it. What the fat? I don't get it. The editing, though. The editing, though. What the...
Leading obesity expert provoked a backlash after this.
Yeah, obesity experts. What the frick is an obesity expert? What's that? I'm laughing because of the stupid things they come up with. There's a new type. They're an obesity expert. They've been studying obesity forever. What is some slim person? No, I don't believe in this obesity expert rubbish. I mean, doctor. Just say a doctor said. The editing though. What is this all about?
Suggesting parents have a duty to be honest with overweight children.
They have a duty to be honest with their children about everything anyway.
Katie Hopkins agrees. Absolutely, every fat child.
Alright, so this is a parody. Alright, and so I think this is just a bit of a comical skit somebody's put together with... Katie Hopkins, I listen to a lot of what she says and I go, that makes sense. And then I listen to another lot she says and I go, you're just as bad as the rest of them. What's wrong with you, Katie? And there's one I really want to do with something to do with cities, which I really thought the idea was great. I thought it was great, but Katie makes out like it's some sort of like controlling. I'll do it as another episode. It's something actually fascinating. I do want to put an episode of it, but I'm just going to let this play because it just looks like it's a skit. I don't think I should be talking through this one. Let's go.
It's in the shadow of a fat parent. But Sonny Paulton thinks otherwise. My approach is to treat children with love and respect, not savage and attack them.
So, whose fault is it that those fat children are fat?
It's absolutely the fat parents' fault. They need to look in the mirror and recognise it's their fault. What we need to do is introduce more kindness into society.
I like it between this going between like the more intense, serious notes and obviously when this lady's talking, it's like, oh, we need to I think somewhere in between both what they're saying is the perfect middle ground, you know, the Goldilocks place. I think one is a little bit too in your face, and that's not what children need. They need play. But obviously this lady is like, oh, just be this round to children, know that. And it's like, well, that isn't teaching them either. I don't agree with both of these individuals. I'd say somewhere in between is where I'm laying at. But let's play the... It's supposed to be comedy, guys. Let's just see if it is funny or not.
It's the F word, isn't it? It's this kind of your
But being hugely PC is creating a nation of hugely fat children.
It is, but there are ways to deal with people with some respect and some understanding.
So she said it is, but...
This is my little one at a time. I'd like to know what happened to you as a child. Something bad happened.
Oh, here comes the narcissism. I want to see what happened to you as a child because they can't get their own way, so now they're attacking the individual.
Stop this ugly. You are fat. You are fat. You as a parent, you are fat. You are fat. You are fat. You as a parent, you are fat. You are fat. You are fat. You as a parent, you are fat.
Alright, if you're a larger person, maybe slightly obese, this wasn't me. I'm reviewing this. Again, they're taking words from This Morning Show, which is a daily morning show here in the UK for those outside of the UK. So they're the ones saying the words, and somebody's just remixed this into a little song. So talented. Editing is quite talented, to be honest. Well done. I wonder if they did that on TikTok or not. Right, guys. That's it. Just a few videos. We're going to make these a little shorter, although bloody hell, we're still going on. Shut your mouth, monkey boy. That's all we got time for, guys. Wirgo Warriors. Harmony.